Hi, Facebook friends and family. It's Kim here. Today is just going to be a shorter video, hopefully, about my Mania plans. I am doing 18 starts, one a day for the next 18 days because it's 2018. This is my first Mania. Last year was my first year back stitching, and it's how I found the community. But I was traveling during May, so it wasn't a good idea to start 18 projects, or 17 would have been then. But I had a lot of fun watching everybody else. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. But then another YouTuber, Stitchy Shannon, had asked a question, and I thought about it for myself. And I thought, you know what? I hate starting projects. I just start freaking out about, is this the right fabric? Do I need to get another fabric? I don't know why the light is changing like that. That is weird. Anyways, I start freaking out about, do I have the right fabric? Do I need to get another fabric? Do I have the right floss? What type of floss should I use if I'm going to color change? And I just, too many questions pop up. I get choice paralysis, which is a real thing. And so it's always, I hate starting. I love working on it. I love finishing projects, but I hate starting projects. So I decided that I'd do 18 starts so that I'd have at least 18 projects already started for this next year. I have some small projects, some larger projects, some on Ada, some on linen, some on, Joblin, lots of different ones using mostly called for, lots of DMC, some weeks, some other ones. I have a small set that I haven't finished fully kitting up because I need to look through all my threads and I want to color match. And I figure when I'm ready to do those patterns, then I'll pull up my threads and I'll look at those. I'm going to start first with, I'm doing a mix of my PDF charts and my hard charts. So I'm going to start first with all my PDF ones and show you what I'm going to be doing there. The first one is called Only an Aunt, and it says, only an aunt can give you hugs like a mother, keep secrets like a sister, and share love like a friend. And that's what that looks like. And it is a design from Etsy. These are all from Etsy or Frosted Pumpkin. But it's by our own Stitch and Mommy on Floss Tube. I'm going to be doing that on this Color and Cotton hand-dyed Lugana 32 count rose water. And I'm going to be using the called for colors. I think my aunt would really like that. So that's going to be I don't have set days. This one I probably am going to work on today. But I don't have set days for any other one except for a Star Wars one that I am doing. Because that's going to be on May 4th. The others I'm just going to pick up as I feel like using. I still have a couple other patterns that I'm working on besides my Maynia, so we'll see if I can get those in. The next one I'm working on is Black Hat Society by the Frosted Pumpkin. And I have the full kit for that. I also have the changes that Michelle Bindi Stitchy made on hers to make it into brain farts hocus pocus. So we'll see how that comes along when I do that one. And the next one I'm working on is So Many Books, So Little Time. This was one of the first patterns I bought when I was getting back into stitching, and I thought it's about time that I do that. I'm going to be stitching this on a piece of hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie called April Showers in a 28 count Joblin. And it is pretty much that pale. It's a little bit more visible, but it's a pretty pale. I didn't want it to clash too badly with the colors that I was going to be using in the pattern. This is so soft. So that's that fabric. And then next is a quote, where there is kindness, there is goodness, and where there is goodness, there is magic. It's supposed to be a quote from Cinderella. And I am doing that one on Blueberry Fabrics by LJ. I really love the shaving cream effect that this got, and I think it's really pretty. If you guys want to know where I got any of these patterns, if I don't say, let me know. I got them so long ago, and it wasn't on the paper that I wrote down, so I'd have to do, or the picture that I have on here. So I'd have to do a little bit of digging to see where it's from. And I don't mind doing that if you guys want to know. The next one on my list is this Disney Mickey with all the heroes. I also have the villain, but I'm starting the heroes first. And I am doing that on an 18 count navy that I got from 123 Stitch. And like I said, most of them is going to be the called for DMC. I think all the ones that I've shown have all been DMC only. Then the next one that I'm going to be starting is my May the 4th, my Star Wars piece. And it's this one. And I'm going to be stitching this for my brother and his fiance are getting married in October. And I wanted to stitch this up for them. I am stitching it on the Stardust, or whatever they call it, the Charles Craft from Michael's or Joann's, with the sparkles in it. And I haven't fully decided if I'm going to be using just plain DMC, or I do have some silk from Mo's Sales that is black with some like silver thread running through it, or it's a light color thread running through it. Mo's Sales not doing silks any longer, so I'd gotten these previously and it's black, so I wanted to try it and see how it looked on there. Otherwise, I'm thinking I might do 3/2 on the black, just to make sure it really stood out against the fabric. But I know that they'll really like that. The next two I'm working on, I'm going to be doing Jungle Cruise by Barbie's Pedal Pusher. My absolute favorite ride at Disneyland. And then I'm also going to be doing the Tiki Room by Barbie's Pedal Pusher, which is one of my other favorite, shows to go to. It's nice to cool down and get a Dole Whip. Both of those call for the same background fabric. And what I'm actually going to use is Fern Fairy by Fiberlicious. It's pretty similar to what she used on her background. It's showing up kind of bluish. It's much more green. But it's a light, it's a sea foamy green. And that's what she had used on her stitches. So I thought they both call for it. This is big enough for both pieces, so that's what I'm going to do for those. And then another one that I'm going to do is Summer Beach Day by the Frosted Pumpkins. That's what that one looks like. That one I'm going to be doing on this Color Cascade Oceans. And that's showing up pretty blue. It's a touch more teal than it's showing up right there. But this is the one I'm going to be doing on that one. And then the next one I'm doing is the Winter Carriage Ride. And I have the specialty floss. There was 2 or 3 weeks that it needed. I have those, and then I'm going to be doing it on Oaken, the called for fabric I got from the Frosted Pumpkins. And the last digital pattern that I'm going to be doing is You Are My Player 2. And I chose, for this pattern, I chose April Showers by Fabrics by LJ. My husband's favorite color is blue, and so I thought I'd stick to the You're My Player 2 on blue fabric for him. So those are all of my digital patterns and the fabrics that I've chosen. Let's go on to my hard charts right here. What I'm doing is I'm doing this one for my mom, and it's called it's from My Big Toe, and it's called the Lighthouse Psalm. It says, "He stilled the storm to a whisper, the waves of the sea were hushed." She loves lighthouses of any shape and size, and she just moved in to her new house. Her and my dad just moved out of our house and into their new house this last weekend. So I'm going to stitch this up for her, and I'm going to do it on Iris Garden from Silk Weaver, which I didn't get from Silk Weaver. I believe it was a stash unload. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can figure out how to cut, and if I can, then I'll cut that out. But this is the one that I'm going to use. It's got purple, light purples and greens throughout it. I think it'll look like a nice sky behind it. And then this is one I do think I might be going to go get. It calls for some weeks that I don't have. I think like 2 weeks that I don't have. I might go get those weeks and do it. I'll just have to see where they go in the chart and if they're really needed. Because sometimes they just don't need the variegation that you get from the weeks. And sorry, I keep like falling back. I got a new chair that's a rocky chair, and I keep forgetting and going backwards, leaning backwards. And then the other one I'm doing a kit is this kit I got from so-and-so. It's Woodland Creatures. It's a little hedgehog. And it comes fully kitted. So that'll make it easy. So yeah, looking forward to this. And then so the other charts I have, I'm going to be doing Jingle All the Way, which is I have as a full, almost full kit. It has the bells, the backing fabrics, all the other things, but it doesn't come with the floss. So I was going to see if I had a red that would work well for the Jingle before I, just went to GNC. I was going to see if I had any reds from my specialty fibers that might work for that. I'm also going to be doing Ink Circles, Twisted Heart. I'm not sure. I could do it in the called for colors, the DMC colors, but I thought I might take a look and see if there were 3 colors that I liked just as much that I could try. And I'm going to be doing it on Color Cascades Golden Touch. It's a light pink with touches of gold throughout it, which I thought would be pretty awesome with this pattern. Something fell. I'm going to be doing this little Quicket sampling Thanksgiving from Alyssa Kate. I'm going to be doing it on Leche Ada 18 count. It's just a mottled brown Ada. Thought that, pretty similar to what it's on. And I just wanted to look at my threads just to see if I had anything. Nothing really needs variegation in here, but it might, if I have a brown, I might use it just to toss that in. And I did think I got some browns in my latest color and cotton threads. And then I'm going to be doing Foxwood Crossings, Witchy Woman Apothecary, Magic, Spells, Hexes, Potions, Brews, Charms and Cures, Bound to Heal What Haunts You. I'm going to be doing that one, and I found the perfect fabric, color and cotton. This one doesn't have a name. I think she said she might be calling it Bog. Not sure, but this seemed like it was just about made for this pattern. So I'm going to be doing those and looking to see what purple threads I have, dark purple, that would go with this pattern. And then my last one, at least the last one I have, unless any more fell, that I can't find, it's going to be Alyssa Kate Cross Stitcher in Residence. And I'm going to be doing that on this cream, 28 count cream that I found. And this is another one that I wanted to see. I'd like to get a variegated for the trees and maybe the lettering. But I don't think the house needs it. So just, seeing what I have when I'm ready to use it. So there we go. It was a lot quicker than normal for me. I plan on doing my catch up, or my next floss tube at the end of the month, and showing you my goodies and what else I have been working on. I've started like 2 new projects since you last saw me, so those are the ones that I want to work a little bit more on, if I finish up working on my Maynia start. So, but at least I'll have starts, and so for the rest of the year I'll have hopefully at least 18 pieces that I can work on whenever I feel like it. And Maynia is different for every person who does it, and it's awesome. It's a way to just get the community together and excited and shown patterns that we haven't seen for a while. And that's what I really like about it. So, all right, I love you guys. And remember, next video, I'll be telling you guys about the 200 follower giveaway. All right, so tune in then. Bye.